Leah, what are you guys doing?
Well, I found our amazing, beautiful, wonderful friends from Lord's Mercantile. They're here to help decorate for fall.
I'm so excited. Are they decorating the studio?
Yeah, they are.
Oh my gosh. Well, let's get this stuff upstairs though, because we have to get ready for the show.
You're right. Let's go.
So. Happy Friday, Delmarva. Thanks so much for watching Coast Life with us this afternoon. We are your hosts. I'm Paige Marley.
I'm Leah Rizzo. Yes, we did it. Yep. We made it to the end of the week. We can get through these last couple of hours until we officially begin the weekend. But speaking of the weekend, you want to make your way to the Shore Living Expo at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center tomorrow. It is a free event to check out. It's a great opportunity to meet all kinds of vendors, especially for everything health, wealth, and home.
That's exactly right. Yep. And hey, driving conditions should be a lot better than we've been experiencing all week. Saturday, according to our first alert meteorologist, the sun, you'll be able to see it. So that's a plus, right?
Getting tossed around. I feel like that's what we've been getting. Woo.
Yeah, maybe windows down on the way to the Shore Expo. It's from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So real nice peak hours there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great afternoon, and again, it is a free event to attend. Don't forget that. But maybe in a year from now, you won't be driving anywhere. You'll be flying places because flying taxis, they're saying, are within reach. They say in under a year at this point.
What I can't wrap my head around is how they're different than planes. Are they flying lower to the ground?
From what I can tell and like the designs and the photos that I've seen of them so far, they look like a helicopter.
Okay.
And they were sort of saying that like, I think the plan is for them to be able to like take people around Paris for the Olympics next year, for the Summer Olympics.
Okay.
I feel like personally flying vehicles like in this area would be really useful for like EMS, first responders, because I feel like nobody knows how to get out of the way for emergency vehicles.
Preach it. Preach it.
And I think if the emergency vehicles could just zoop over top of traffic, like that makes sense to me.
I'm okay with this if it's like you said for emergency vehicles. Otherwise, no, because think of how aggressive people can get driving right now. Right. Especially like taxi drivers in like New York. I'm just going to use them as an example. I mean, it gets ridiculous. So I just imagine like, I mean, if you can crash on the ground, you can crash in the air, and it's a lot further down. So I don't know how I feel about this. But the thing is, it's not like I can just be like, I'm not going to get in one because I can't stop one from flying over my head. So now I'm nervous. Like I just can't avoid these.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how long it will be until they're commonplace everywhere. I imagine it's going to be, big cities first. It's going to be probably like, I would think Dubai would probably be like all on these. Yes. Sounds like Paris is going to be one. I'm sure New York, we'll get there. It's a little nerve-wracking.
Dubai, though, I feel like it would just fit. Like, if I saw right now flying cars in Dubai, I'd be like, that makes sense, and I would get in one.
There might be, I honestly,
I've never been.
I haven't been, but you're right. I don't think that would surprise me.
Yeah.
Another thing that doesn't really surprise me is, unfortunately, this statistic where they were saying 2 out of 3 millennials say that, like, they physically can't unplug from work.
I'm 2 out of 3 millennials.
2 out of 3 millennials.
And I try hard to unplug from work, and I have gotten better. A couple rules I've set for myself are like, if I'm off, I don't keep my work phone on me anymore. I leave it most of the time on my desk unless I need it for some reason. But I've been telling you, I'll go home and I'm eating dinner and I'm watching TV and I'm off the clock, and I find myself just scrolling through my work email and refreshing, and am I missing anything? And on vacations, I feel like I have to check in. It weighs on me.
The best thing for my peace of mind was, like you can link your email to your phone, like email app.
Yes.
I just didn't do that one time, and I haven't gone back. Like I remember, like I changed jobs, and when I was in college, and I was like first starting out, and I was always stressing about like, oh my God, do they need me? Do they need me? Do they need me? They never really need you. And I remember like the first time I switched jobs, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to log into my email manually because that way, like, I'm not as tempted to do it. I'm not connected to it all the time. And that was like the biggest load off my mind when it comes to like being constantly connected to work, because I was like, if they need me, they will call me.
That's true. I have to remind myself that more often, because I still won't sleep with my volume off. And I set alarms way earlier than I need to, just in case. It's just these things I can't stop doing. But I do remember when I first got the job here, actually, I was talking to a different reporter, and she kind of went over, which I thought was nice, kind of the work-life balance, and so I appreciated that. But I am definitely those 2 of 3 millennials. It's just, if I try, my mind is still filled with what is going on at work.
Yeah, and it's hard in an industry like this, where like you are sort of always on the clock. Or like where there's news, even if you're not on the clock, but like maybe you witness the news and you're like, oh my gosh, like I was on the beach like a month ago, I think, when they were pulling like a shark out of the water, and I remember like people were starting to gather, and I was like, should I do something? Like, is this me? Should I contact someone about this? But yeah, like if you're witnessing the news, you feel obligated to kind of be like, something's going down.
I did that when I was in London. It was Brexit times, you know, and there was a lot of protests and things going on, and I remember I'm like, I need to get video for work, and then I'm like, you know, someone's here, like NBC is here, you know, like,
I need to get video for work is like the biggest thing that you're like, I need to, I'm
like, their news station's got it, I still got the video, but it was just funny that I thought like I was the only reporter in London in that moment. Obviously not true.
Yeah, but I think it's important for everybody, and I think as millennials, we grew up so connected to our phones, and now like we really don't know the work-life balance, because I think we were also the generation that was sort of still being promised like, hey, if you work hard, if you show up, you do all this, like you're going to work your way up the ranks, and like that hasn't necessarily been proven true yet for a lot of our peers, and so I think like we're over-connected and over-concerned about things that we just can't control.
That's for sure, whether it's work or not.
Yeah,
I'll worry about it. Everything. But like I said, I'm getting better at it, so I'm hoping in a couple of years I won't just sit there up at night like, where's my birth certificate? Am I sure it's in this filing cabinet? I'll look in the morning.
Yeah.
I did do that last night. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent here. I woke up at midnight, and for some reason I was like, is my garage door closed?
It happens. Did I leave the oven on?
Exactly. Oh, the oven, the stove.
Yep, oven and stove.
You're not alone.
And we always like to ask you questions as well, so you can participate on our socials. But we're kind of asking, and I'm sure you'll have answers for this, what's something that like maybe somebody talks about or like holds on to sound smart?
Sports. I think people think if they know a lot about sports, they're cooler and smarter. Yeah. Especially if they can one-up someone.
Yeah.
Like you and I like sports.
Yes.
I don't know as much as a sports reporter. And there are some people that if you don't know everything about sports, they're like, another girl, you know?
Yeah.
Which is not true.
I think what I've really noticed is like being critical. Is something that people do to sound smart, and I think like there's a huge difference between being critical and thinking critically, and people don't necessarily navigate that difference.
That's true.
And so I think people think like, oh, if I talk down about something that's popular, oh, if I talk down about this, if I talk down to you, I'm going to sound smarter, and it's not the case. It's just mean.
Yeah,
frankly.
Yeah. That's a good point. I think I see that a lot more with people just having these conversations where they're one-upping each other. It's not a discussion anymore.
Right.
And it's like, what fun is that? So, and you know, girls don't do that.
True.
Just a reminder.
True. But you mentioned fun. We have lots of fun coming your way on Coast Life. That's why Maya Henry is going to tell us what's coming up on the show.
Coming up next, fall in love with Jane Bennett, this week's Pet of the Week. Prepare your home with finds from Lord's Mercantile. And we're trying the latest TikTok trends. All that and more when Coast Life gets back.
Coast Life is brought to you by BB Healthcare, Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, Preston Automotive Group, Shell Brothers, and the Parker Group.
Fruit roll-ups were originally made to go with ice cream. Come here. There is a reaction that fruit roll-ups have once introduced to ice cream. Because of whatever the components are in fruit roll-ups, when you wrap them in ice cream, they become crunchy in almost minutes and turns into a nice little treat. And then when you bite into the actual snack itself, the fruit roll-up then melts in your mouth, and I'll show you. It'll turn crunchy again, like almost in seconds. I'm gonna take a bite and see how it tastes. That is delicious.
All right, you guys saw it. We had to try it.
Yes, I know what that means.
This is our weekly TikTok made us try it, and we knew we had to bring in Maya Henry.
Yeah. Well, Maya, you were our first TikTok made me try it, and that ended up kind of that was an epic fail, right?
Girl, that was an epic fail. It was just wet, soggy corn, and we learned from that one, so hopefully this one's a little bit better.
Yeah, and honestly, our Dorito pickles weren't a wild success either, so we're hoping that the ice cream fruit roll-ups prove a little more tasty.
Yeah. Did you guys hear this before this TikTok that these were like meant to have ice cream in them?
Never.
Yes.
You did.
I heard it when you put the ice cream in it, it's supposed to get crunchy and it's supposed to have like a really cool flavor to it. So I'm a little bit excited.
Okay, all right.
So we're in the little kitchenette area in the office. Let's try it out.
Yeah, let's
All right,
give it a
let's
try.
open these
So we
babies
open
up.
our-
When was the last time you guys had fruit roll-ups?
It's been ages.
Same.
I don't think I was in the double digits yet. Like I think that was the last time.
I was in my 20s, but it's just been a while.
I would say probably like 10. Like I was a big candy girly, cavities. I was that girl that
Yeah.
loved me something sweet.
I think I'm just still that girl. You guys
I love
are better
something
than me.
sweet. We just didn't have a lot of like sweets like this in the house. They were specifically treats. All right, I got us knives.
Okay.
I just want to eat this.
It does smell good.
I love fruit
Right,
roll-ups.
and so we just put ice cream in there, right?
Okay.
Here you go, Maya.
And we got lactose ice cream because your girl cannot take regular ice cream.
And I think he kind of like wrapped it in there like that, right?
I want a
Oh,
lot.
okay. It's happening.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Really?
what?
Hold on, let me hurry
I'm so
up.
excited. I want a lot of ice cream. That's why I'm like, okay, here we go. I'll fold it.
Yeah. Feel that?
Oh my gosh, wait, listen.
It got hard like really quick. Listen.
ASMR. Okay,
All
we're
right.
done.
Ready,
Bite
guys?
it. Cheers.
All right.
Cheers, Maya.
All right.
No way.
This one worked.
This is delicious.
It tastes like sherbet.
So, I am not an ice cream girl, but I could eat this all day.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
TikTok made me try it, and we won.
Finally.
I'm about to say, not wet corn this time.
And not soggy pickle Doritos.
Okay,
I feel like I could cry. This is so good.
I know.
I want to cheer up.
I could have another one.
I also want to cry because I'm not going to get the summer bod I wanted now that I know these exist.
Well, you know, we tried.
It's good.
But yeah, this would be a great like little summer treat for sure. I mean, kids coming home after school, you need a little something sweet.
Yeah.
It's nice and easy.
And it's small too.
Yeah.
Not a whole bunch.
It hits the sweet tooth. Like you said, sherbet. That was on the money.
Tastes like creamsicle actually.
Oh,
It's good.
it's messy. Sorry. Okay. Well, sorry. It worked.
We're gonna finish these off, and we'll have more TikTok challenges to try. Don't forget, if you see one that maybe you're kind of curious about, but you don't want to try it yourself, send it to us. We'll do it for you.
We
But
love
there's
to do
more
it.
Coast Life coming your way.
You're watching Coast Life, and allow me to introduce you to my friend Jack Bearson. Now, Jack Bearson is hanging out at Shellville because he is getting ready for the Haunted Dreams Festival, which is in its first year, and it's happening Saturday, October 14th, and you've got to be here too. And we're now here with Jim Curlin, who's
Hello.
the owner of Beach and Bash, who's
Yes.
kind of putting this on.
Yes.
Okay, and this festival sounds like it's going to be a good time.
Oh man, we certainly hope so. That's why we're putting it on. Absolutely. So, but thanks for coming by.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we're gonna have Ashley Ryan. It's gonna be live on stage. She's a Nashville recording artist.
Let's go.
Yeah, so we're really excited to get here. The amazingly talented Anna Burgess. She's gonna be here. Then we're gonna have some beer and wine vendors and some other vendors that are gonna be here. Oh, and then Preston Automotive Group is gonna be here with their moke. So they're going to be pulling that up here, the new moques. Like if nobody's seen those, they're really cool. So we're really thankful for that.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be Chef Ben Robinson is going to be your host of the night from Below Deck. So he's coming up for the
Really?
first time in the area.
How'd you make that connection?
So I was very persistent.
I'm sure you were.
Oh
I love
man.
that.
So yeah, no. So we were, and yeah. So it's going to be a great time, and then we're going to have the sledding hill. The snow zone is going to be open for the kids, and 12 and under are free. So and the biggest part of this, if the more tickets we sell, the more we can give back to the Shepherd's Office that helps out with the homeless and hungry, and they do really great things for people. So
awesome.
all that combined, we really need a community support.
Absolutely. So while the wind, blows here, tell me just a little bit about what inspired you guys to do this event.
Just that we are fun people. Beach and Bash, we're trying to work on this thing that we call our business model is compassionate capitalism, right? It's a really cool model that we have. And so it's just that we want to uplift people, other small businesses as well. And we wanted to try to give some money back to the Shepherd's Office, who is one of our charities that we work with. And so every year we like to try to work with a different grassroots type of charity that's right here, or somewhere around the Eastern Shore or the COASTLIFE area.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I know that you're so fortunate to have been able to partner with Shell Brothers to put this on.
Man, I tell you what, it was amazing of them. They're doing this out of the goodness of their heart. They were so supportive, and they said, Jim, we would love to have you here. So Beach and Bash. So we were really excited. They were very, very gracious, and they're even decorating it for us. So
and it looks great so
Doesn't it
far.
look awesome?
I mean, it is looking really good.
Yeah,
so you definitely got to come see it, even just for the decorations. But
Yeah.
there's going to be more going on, so you got to come in general.
absolutely.
Just give me kind of the details, the what time's everything happening, kind of what do people need to do in order to come?
Yeah, so the actual festival will be from 3:30 to 8 p.m.
Okay.
And then before that, Ben's going to be doing a cooking demo. Now that will be included with the VIP ticket only. That'll be VIP entry will be at 2 o'clock, and there'll be a special VIP area for people kind of by the stage, the starboard bar that's here, and stuff like that. So, so the cooking demo will be at 2:45. And then you'll even get to try a sample of his ceviche.
Get out of here.
Oh, yeah. So, and we all know that Chef Ben isn't inexpensive. You know, he puts that high dollar stuff on. I love you, Ben, if you're watching this. He would love that, though. So his brand, so it's a chance to try a Bravo TV celebrity chef's a little sample of his food. So we're really pumped to have him here. And he's going to be on stage as well. So for everybody else that doesn't want to do that, he's going to be on stage telling some stories, and you'll get some chances to see him walking around and do some meet and greets.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And not only that, but you got some. When you're eating this delicious food, you guys have beautiful tablescapes.
Yes, yeah. Beach and Bash is going to bring their flavor as well, so everybody knows that we do events. We're a unique event planning company, so our flavor is going to be here as well. We do not only beach events, but we do indoor events, full service catering. You name it, you dream it, we can do it up for you. So yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So so if somebody's like, I've got to be there, can they still get tickets? How do they get tickets? Can we still get VIP tickets?
Yeah, absolutely. So run to
sprint
sprint to the website haunteddreamsfestival.com, and right there it has all the information you'll need. So that's haunteddreamsfestival.com, and you can see all the ticket options.
And you can of course find that link on coastlife.com as well. Jim, thank you so much. Anything else you want people to know before we
No, just come on out and support us, because we need it. First time festival, so let's go.
Yeah, and if this goes well, are you hoping this is going to be
an annual thing?
Yeah.
Woo
woo! I love it.
Yeah. All right. Thank you
Jim,
so much.
thank you so much. All right,
best.
you're watching Coast Life, and we will be right back.
Hey guys, welcome back to Coast Life. It's kind of awkward here over the break.
Well, yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, we found out that the Commanders are playing the Eagles on Sunday, and it's honestly, I can't even look at Leah right now.
Well, one of us is undefeated, and that would be EAGLES, Eagles.
Yeah, let's find out what your favorite football team is, Delmarva, while I grieve.
Maya, what's going on?
You're watching Coast Life, and today we are talking about America's most watched sport, football. And today we are going to ask people who they are rooting for this upcoming season. So let us in on your favorite football team. Who are you rooting for?
49ers are my favorite team.
All right, Gary, we are talking football season. So who are you rooting for?
I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan.
I am too.
In the pros, it's the Philadelphia Eagles.
Washington Commanders. Alabama Crimson Tide. Roll Tide.
So if you could have dinner or just hang out with anybody on the team, who would it be?
It'd be Jason Kelsey.
Okay.
He's my favorite player and person. He's a real quality individual. And
Probably George Kittle. He's awesome. He's a man.
All right, I hope George Kittle was actually watching this.
Nick Saban.
All right, he knew that by heart. All right, it's Nick Saban, guys. So who do you think is going to make it to the Super Bowl this year?
Eagles and Kansas City Chiefs again.
Okay. Tell me who you think is going to be in the playoffs with your favorite team.
Looks like Michigan, Georgia, and the other one's probably up for grabs.
Well, at the start of the season, I would have said a rematch of last year, Kansas City and Philadelphia, but so far early, it looks like the Miami Dolphins might be the new team in the block. So we'll just have to see. It's 1 week at a time.
well, the way the Eagles are playing, it looks good. So I'm very cautiously optimistic, but so far they've improved every game, and they're picking up where they left off last year. And
All right, well, the good news is we made up.
We did.
During that. We're good, we're good. If you couldn't tell, big Commanders girl over here. Big
Eagles fan.
Yeah, as the rest of Delmarva seems to be.
Yeah, well, you know, we come out in force.
That's true. No, you guys do. I can't blame you. So we love some good, friendly competition, and you can watch some good, friendly competition on Coast TV this weekend, especially I know a lot of you want to see that Chiefs-Jets game. That's going to be on Coast TV, so... Well, yeah, I mean, what better weekend than this weekend?
There's a lot going on this weekend.
There is a lot.
There's also a lot coming up on Coast Life, so don't go anywhere. Coming up, we're going to introduce you to another four-legged friend, so stay right there.
You're watching Coast Life, and today I have Miss Jane Bennett with me. Look at her beautiful eyes, and she is so curious and super sweet, guys. And of course, we have Miss Sarah Smith with us from the Brandywine Valley SPCA. How are you, Sarah?
I'm doing great, and Jane Bennett is so excited to be here, and she knows that her new family is out there ready to come meet her.
So I'm super excited. Jane is so calm, and I love me a calm dog. I have 3 rambunctious ones at home, so Jane is a nice little paradise away. So tell me some characteristics about Jane, Sarah.
Yeah, this is Jane Bennett, and she was rescued from a shelter in Florida. She was already in a shelter available for adoption whenever Hurricane Idalia hit, and so we helped rescue more than 130 dogs and cats out of shelters that were in shelters whenever the hurricane hit, and she was one of them, her and her brother, who we also have, and his name is Mr. Darcy. So for those of you who are fans, Jane Bennett and Mr. Darcy are available. They're 4 months old. Mr. Darcy looks totally different than her. He's all black with some white on his nose, but they're both super sweet, super calm. They love to play with each other. They're only 4 months old. And they're both available at our Animal Rescue Center, which is at 19022 Shingle Point Road.
Awesome. So you said she has a brother. So how does she react when she's with her brother?
Yeah, you know, they love to play with each other, but she's super sweet. We were just looking, and she has these like webbed toes, which is so fun. I bet that she would love to swim, because I bet that she's going to be a great water dog, but she loves to run around in the yard with her brother. But she's super sweet, super calm, super cuddly. And she's already learning tricks. Like, she'll sit for you, she'll lay down, she'll cuddle with you. So she's really super sweet.
How is she with other families? What kind of family do you think she would be best for?
You know, honestly, she is really sweet. She's not mouthy like a lot of puppies. Yeah. She's already kind of past that stage, and she's lost mostly all of her baby teeth. So she's like, I mean, of course, now she's going to chew on your toes and prove me wrong. But she really isn't very mouthy. And so she's perfect for any family, even with kids, because she's already kind of past that stage. Yeah. And she's already learning tricks. She's already knowing how to do things. You know, should be great for any family, really.
How have you seen her with, you know, the older community? There might be some elderly looking for a new friend. How do you think she would be in that case?
Yeah, you know, like I said, she's going to be great for any family that's ready to put in that commitment for the long haul. You know, she'll be a great dog for many years, you know, more than 10 years, and so we're going to want a family for her that can be there for that whole life. Isn't she cute?
She's adorable. So you guys also always have the cool event. So what event is coming up pretty soon?
We are so excited. Bark on the Boards is back. Nice. We're going to hold on to summer a little bit longer. We're coming down to the beach. All of us from all of our campuses are coming down to the beach. Rehoboth Beach Bandstand. We do it every year. Fun. And, you know, we bring this huge pool, and we have dock diving dogs. That's so fun. Your dog can even come and try it. So they get to jump off the big, like the diving board basically, and they can jump right into the pool and try it out, and it's a competition. It's so much fun. We also have a pet costume contest. We have live music from the Bachelor Boys band. We have a drag show with Magnolia Applebottom. Nice. We're so excited. And
your own Mallory is going to be our MC. So we know it's going to be a blast. You don't want to miss that. We also have yoga with puppies.
Oh my goodness, you have it all.
So there's so much going on that day, and you don't want to miss it. October 14th at the Rehoboth Beach Bandstand. You want to register now so that you get your t-shirt and all of the fun things and access to all that fun at barkontheboards.org.
You heard it. They have a lot going on at Bark at the Boards, and I think it's a little bit for everyone. So again, tell us where we could find Miss Jane Bennett.
Yes, she is available for adoption today. Let's find her a home before Bark on the Boards. We don't want her to even come there. We want her to be home before then. Or you can bring her in her costume once you have her. She's at our Animal Rescue Center at 19022 Shingle Point Road, which is the same place as our Eastern Shore Pet Resort.
Okay.
So yeah, you can find her there. Our adoption hours are Tuesday through Friday from 12 to 6.
Okay.
Saturday and Sunday, 11 to 5.
All right, guys, so we have some great events, and we have this beautiful dog up for adoption. If I didn't have all the dogs I had, Miss Jane will be coming home with me. So if you're interested for Miss Jane, again, it's on Shingle Point Road at the Rescue Center. And hey, she's waiting for you. There's more Coast Life on the way.
Surprise! Check it out.
Yes, we are so obsessed with the new decor on our set.
Amazing. Hey, Aaliyah, who did this all for us?
Our friends at Lord's Mercantile in Millville. We've talked to them a number of times. I mean, they're always just super fun to chat with.
So fun.
They're so good at what they do, and they're so good at helping you find what's really going to make your house truly a home.
Yes, definitely. Because doesn't this just feel homey?
Yes.
It really, I know this sounds maybe dramatic, but it's true. I almost just feel more comfortable up here with the changes. I feel at home.
Like curl up and
just
take a little nap.
It feels fresh and fun. And you guys, I mean, how incredible is this to mix the coastal with the fall? They crushed it.
Genius, because I really was struggling with putting that together in my head. It wasn't piecing together.
No. If you asked me to decorate Coast Life for fall, it would be like a string of pumpkins and maybe some like plastic candy corn, and I would have been like, ta-da.
Well, we will see what some of our DIY Halloween projects are going to look like. That's a little crumb for you for next week. But
That's true.
Why don't we take a look back at kind of putting all of this together?
Yeah, the magic. Yeah, check it out. And Leo, isn't it impressive how quickly they did it?
I know.
Oh my God, they came in with a vision. We stepped back and
They were prepared.
Yes.
They had pictures. They were like, no, this goes here. See, according to that goes there.
Yep.
And they set up. I mean, they're always so fun.
Yes.
We play music. We dance around. It's always a good time.
blast. Yep, definitely. And I know you guys might have questions, so guess what? Drum roll. They're here today. They're gonna come in just a minute, talk to us about the idea behind this and how you can get your home to be perfect for fall. That's coming up right now, so just stay tuned. We'll be right back.
This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by Coffee Rendezvous.
You're watching Coast Life, and we all need that little afternoon pick-me-up from time to time. And now that it's hot outside, because it's what summer does on Delmarva, it creeps out of nowhere. It'll be cold and wet and windy and rainy, and all of a sudden, bam, 90 degrees.
And mosquitoes are everywhere, but that's besides the point.
But what I'm getting at is that now you can switch from your hot coffee to your iced coffee, or rather your cold brew coffee. Did you ever wonder how to make that at home?
Yes.
Wanda Guyton from Coffee Rendezvous has us covered with another coffee tip.
Today we're going to be doing a cold brew using Coffee Rendezvous' Kenyan dark coffee. The cold brew method is great if you're looking for a cold coffee, cold brewed coffee, or coffee that's going to give you lower acidity. And using the mason jar is just a simple, quick method to get that cold brew at home. So first you just grab your mason jar. You want to grab a scooper and some delicious Coffee Rendezvous coffee. You can use any coffee, single origin or flavor that you like. I like brewing mine with the Kenyan dark coffee. And you're going to take your scooper and just put your scooper in the mason jar like so. And put your grounds in the mason jar like so. I normally use 7 to 8 scoops of coffee. I've even made it simple for myself because I have the 2-ounce packages of coffee in which I can just open one of these little puppies and pop it into the jar to make it simple. So once you have your beans, your grounds in the cup, you're going to add your water. And then just to make sure your beans are covered, just take the back of your scooper and just press the beans like so to make sure they're nice and covered with the water. Once that's done, you're just gonna pop the top on the jar. You can brew this in your refrigerator overnight for between 12 and 24 hours. That's fine. Some people like to brew it room temperature, but again, the choice is yours. Me, preferably, since I'm doing a cold brew, I put mine in the refrigerator. Okay, so we're back. It's been 12 hours. We have our mason jar coffee out of the refrigerator, and I have a strainer. Make sure you have a strainer. You can use something like this, or you can use a coffee filter. It's up to you, and you're going to need a glass jar or something to filter the coffee in. Okay, so I'm simply going to take out the grounds of the coffee by pouring it over the strainer. And you'll have some grounds left in the jar in your strainer. That's okay. The point of that is to make sure we don't get any grounds in our coffee. So now that we have our freshly cold brewed coffee, you just grab your favorite cup. I added some ice in the bottom of my cup just to give it a little bit more chill. You can take your favorite milk, add it like so. And I personally like to use whipped cream to top it off. I want to make mine look a little pretty and feel like I've gone to a coffee shop and bought some coffee, right? Just stir it up like so, and voila, you have the perfect cold brew made at home.
I love her. She makes it look so easy.
Yep. I mean, all you just need is that mason jar, your coffee grinds, and the little filter to filter it all out at the end. It's time consuming. It's best done overnight. I like my coffee a little bit stronger. It's like the longer you let it kind of sit and brew, the stronger your coffee's going to be.
But that's a great idea because then you'll have coffee when you wake up in the morning.
Yep.
And you don't have to wait to brew it.
Exactly. And you don't have to wait for more Coast Life because we've got more fun coming your way when we get back. We love love fall here on Coast Life, and part of what makes fall so fun is all of the great decorations that you get to see.
Yes.
We were just kind of seeing our friends at Lord's Mercantile put the set together, but now we're going to kind of dive into what they brought and what they have in the store. So we've got our friends joining us on the Coast Life couch today.
Hello.
Welcome, ladies. Hi. So tell us a little bit about some of the pieces that you brought into the studio to make it look as amazing as it does, because you guys did a wonderful job. We were so excited about this.
We are obsessed.
Oh, thank you so much. We really appreciate your letting us be here and do this for you.
Yeah.
So I think when you invited us to do this, we really were putting our heads together about what we wanted to do, and obviously it's fall. But we live at the beach. So the thought was, well, how can we, show people that you can still bring the beach and have fall, decor.
Yeah.
So that's why we added the blues. As you see, we added some of the blues in, and we think it looks beautiful with the oranges and the golds and the greens.
It really does.
So
I know the last time that I was at the shop, you guys had mentioned about kind of mixing these textures, and I know this blue pumpkin, we were obsessed with it, that like velvety feel to it.
Yes, it's fun. It just makes it fun.
Yeah.
That was one thing I was not worried about, because I knew you guys would pull through, but I'm like, how were they going to, with our blue couch, our corally sign, all of that, how are you going to make it still look like fall? And when you brought that blue pumpkin in, I died. I'm like, duh, blue pumpkins. It just makes sense.
Yeah. And then we added some of the florals, which I think really bring the whole season to life, because that can go through Thanksgiving and all of that. We've got pumpkins, we've got turkeys, we've got,
Yeah, so all of the stuff that you guys have decorated our set with, they are available for purchase.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
Yes, they are. Everything here that you see is available for purchase. And just to go back to the couch, when Chris and I were talking, I said, they have this beautiful sort of seafoamy blue couch. And I think that blues, and I'll be honest, I thought it was green. It was more green. It looks a little more green on
Pretty.
But greens and blues are so beautiful together. So we really wanted to do something that was fall, but that was also very calming and elegant.
Yeah, you guys nailed it.
There's a green jellyfish behind one of
Yes,
you.
there is.
So smart. Yes.
Isn't that cool?
And it's beautiful. It's got little sparkles behind it.
And that's, everything here, they're also such unique finds that people who, if you, seriously, you're going to find something that you are obsessed with at Lord's Mercantile in Millville. Every time I go, I'm not kidding you, I have to leave my purse in the car, because otherwise it's game over for me. I know you're all about your shift gifts, Chris.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I say bring your wallet in. I see nothing wrong with that.
I know.
And if people,
queen.
I love that. If people see more than one thing though, and they think, I want my apartment or my house to look like this, but I don't know where to start, can they come in and you guys will help them walk them through it?
Absolutely, sure.
Absolutely.
And that happens all the time, where people will come in and say, well, I've got a dining room table and I'm not exactly sure what to do. This is what I have. What would you add to it? And it's always helpful when they bring a picture for us, and then we can help them to design something to go on that. But yeah, we are not technically or not trained to do that, but we all, I think, have a little bit of a sense of style and decor, and how to pull things together that we have at the store and make it look just gorgeous. And then we always love it when our customers come back and they bring us a picture. With dream realized.
Yeah. And you said you were kind of pulling together these calming, cozy, both fall and coastal vibes, but I think you also get those calm, cozy vibes when you walk into the store in Millville. You guys are so fantastic. It just,
thank you.
I think I said it before, you go in strangers and you leave friends, and it's just it's so it's a party.
It is. Well, we've danced there.
Yes. No, you couldn't have said that better, because I'm already like, so you guys want to hang out this weekend?
Yeah. Let's go.
We seriously had so much fun watching you guys put this together. We weren't much help, but we had so much fun with you all. So
thank you.
We are so appreciative of the opportunity.
We had a lot of fun putting it together
was.
and deciding what to bring, and some of the things that we really wanted to bring that we couldn't. And,
Next fall.
Well, and I'm sure we'll be seeing you guys again around holiday season because I know there's tons of holiday decor at Lord's Mercantile.
So much holiday decor.
We'd love it.
So.
We would love it.
Can't wait to see when your homes look like this. Make sure if you go to Lord's and you get all this fall decor, you send us pictures. Let us see what you decided to do.
Yes, but well, thank you guys once again for coming in, doing this for us. I mean, we are going to enjoy this set until we change things over with the seasons again. And so again, I'm sure we'll be seeing you. But
hope so.
If you need to decorate your house, or even if you want to get a jump start on your holiday shopping, I know you're going to find great gifts because they've got more than just decor at Lord's Mercantile in Millville. So don't miss your chance to go check it out. And if you see it there, buy it because it won't be back.
Great point.
Speaking from experience.
Great point.
Don't go anywhere though, because there is a little bit more Coast Life to get to when we get back.
You know, Leah, what excites me almost as much as the new decorations we have?
These are pretty exciting. But what?
Shore Living Expo.
Ooh, one of our favorites.
Yes.
And it's coming up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Saturday at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center in Salisbury. Free event to attend. You just walk through those doors. There's going to be so many vendors. It's celebrating health, wealth, and home. All things we love, all things we need.
And what else do we love and need? Leah, she's going to be there.
Yeah, I'm going to be there. Jimmy and Lisa are going to be there from our sister show, Delmarva Life. And it's really just the whole Draper Media family is going to be out there. So if there's anybody that you want to see, say hi to, we're going to be greeting people at the front door, basically. So make sure that you say hi. It brightens our day so much.
Yeah, definitely. Maya will be there too. Coast TV, Telemundo, I'm pretty sure. So I mean, and there's going to be like RVs and cars you can buy.
Yeah, boats. There's going to be, I mean, if you're looking on any home improvement projects, there's going to be a lot of vendors there. So even if you're just sort of thinking long-term projects and you have a lot of questions, this is a great event to come on out and ask those questions because you're going to get a chance for those sort of one-on-one. It's a consultation, but not really a consultation because it's the expo. So.
Yeah, so get your home ready for fall at the expo. And then Sunday, go to Lord's Mercantile and get your whole house redecorated. Yeah. And then by Monday, you're good to go.
You're gonna be a brand new person.
Yeah.
You're gonna be loving life.
Because I'm loving life. I'm not leaving this couch. No. This is where I'm spending my weekend.
And this is where we are going to post up